I had a very good academic advisor who arranged me to study English easier than the local student here. So that's the way I could graduate in 2 years. Thanks to my roommate and my good classmates and nice, kind advisors, teachers, I could graduate. So I have a very grateful feelings about OU.
I'm Carol Zizert, and I graduated in 1979. I had a Bachelor of Science in Home Economics, specializing in food service management. I came back to Ohio University and finished 8 additional classes for a dietetics degree. And so at that time, of course, Yuko was gone. I did get to go see Yuko in 1986. I went to Japan on my income tax refund.
Lucky.
And she made it very nice, so I could see Japan for a couple weeks and went to some other towns besides her hometown in Kyoto. So that's how we would send letters the old-fashioned way originally, and then it came down to other communication skills like the computer, emails.
Emails now.
So basically, she sent me an email about it, and
yeah. Last year in Tokyo in November, when the professors came to Japan for alumni party, we learned that we are going to have an international alumni family reunion in April. But at that time, I didn't think I could afford to come here. But since I asked her, then she said she could come over around 16 to 18. So she gave me a ride. So here I am.
It's interesting trying to find certain things that are no longer here, like the Oasis.
Oasis, yes. We used to live in an apartment named Lakeview Apartment, which is now different name.
After the first drive around, it really wasn't too bad. I was just amazed at some things and trying to think about. And we kept saying to ourselves as we walked uptown yesterday, "What was this? What was here?
Yeah.
Or is this the same thing? Or what's different?"
Yeah, almost 1 year or so.
It was a little more than a year.
More than a year.
Because we lived together in
a beautiful hall, and then moved into
apartment together for about a year.
About a year. Yeah.
Very good. So you guys hit it off right away.
And we would switch dinners. Like one night was Japanese food, one night American food, and it made it very interesting.
She was a home economics major, so she fed me well. So that's
right. Exactly.
I didn't have to lose my weight. I had some acquaintance. My first English teacher, who is now our teacher at OSU, anthropologist. Actually, I found out he's a friend of Dr. Chris Thompson of linguistics department a few years ago. Anyway, he taught me English when I was a high school student. So I have been corresponding with him for several years. But when I was in college in Japan, my Korean friend wanted me to study in a college in Iowa where she was studying. Because she became homesick, she wanted me to come over, but at the time I was a student in Japan, so I couldn't come right away. Then she became homesick and went back to Korea. But instead of going to Iowa by myself, I came over here to Ohio because I had some acquaintance. My first English teacher, Dr. Richard Moore of OSU, and his family in Warren, Ohio. But OSU was famous for a lot of students dropping out, so I was afraid to go there. And also I was looking for some new good English school like OPIU. So I decided to come over here, but after 1 month stay at his parents' home, they allowed me to study at undergraduate level right away. So I took 160 English, which is English for foreign students. So that's the way I started studying here.
I started at Ohio University Zanesville branch, it was a struggle. I didn't feel like I had a high school really that had prepared me, so it was kind of difficult in those days, I'll just be honest. And I had a longing for nutrition back in 4-H projects, and it was very interesting. I wrote something in high school that I was going to be a consultant dietitian, and you know what? I fulfilled that. It's just been amazing.
Not necessarily,
But
it was the best thing that could have
Just
happened.
happened to be.
How fortunate.
I was 21, and I was having a birthday. I was getting ready to graduate, and they had a party for me, other Japanese friends. But I thought they were ignoring me. I had no idea that it was this wonderful party with all Japanese there. And yeah.
So she learned some Japanese too,
Yeah.
and Japanese food. I forced her.
So I asked for chopsticks, and she was amazed at how well I could do the chopsticks the first time.
Very adjusted.
And that's for the cup of noodles first started being popular.
Right.
It was the thing then.
Appreciated our friendship.
Yeah, it's just like a dream. We just can't believe how things have all fallen together to get this trip organized this quickly. I'm hoping I can go back before.
We did.
Yeah,
But,
another time to see her in her home country
Oh, for
again.
sure.
Because now I know more what to expect.
What do you expect? That's really
maybe my second home country, second home place for me, because I've never been there, so outside Ohio. So this is the first time for me to live outside my home, Japan. So it was a very wonderful experience for me to have a roommate like this, especially. So I'm very grateful, and I feel I owe you what I am now.
That's very nice.
Right, I guess I could appreciate the culture diversity, which being from a small town, Zanesville, there was just the Caucasian people, unfortunately, pretty much from my school. And so to not only meet Japanese, but other people, I think that's really made a difference because of what patients I work with now in the dialysis world as a renal dietitian. And I didn't realize until I came down here this time how great OU is becoming.
Yes.
Because I felt like at that time that some of the professors could have worked a little more and expressed this to the new dean actually about it. And he said, oh, no, we're doing some more stuff with trying to get people from the community who's actually worked in the work field in balance with those long-term professors to make the education more well-rounded. And I had no idea. And if I hadn't come here, I wouldn't have known that. So I thank her for bringing together just our friendship, but also bringing me together to learn more about OU. And then meeting one of my church members' daughters is down here. And so I got to meet her, and I told her about some of the upcoming things for her to expect as I'm learning. And then my sister-in-law is actually an OU alumnus too. So
It's one of the ones we're
Halloween
asking.
weekends.
Oh.
Halloween weekends.
Did you guys go to Halloween together?
Yes.
yeah, we made the
went
front
to
page of the newspaper.
we went to Uptown, the haunted house, ghost house.
Yes.
You went as a ghost house?
No, we went
We went.
and we got so scared. We were truly scared.
Oh, really?
So when we went, and it was on the post the next day. So,
Yes.
oh, wow.
Embarrassing.
No,
I don't think so.
You just went up to see what was going on, and you're like, wow.
We didn't know all that stuff. We were naive.
But then you made the front page of the paper.
Yeah, we
I
still
think-
have.
I
the
think I
paper.
still have a copy.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you do. Oh, that's funny. That's great.
I just hope the best for the future of the Ohio University. And thank you very much for inviting us today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm liking that just because of how I met her as a great friend. I don't think I have any friends that I've known that long. We have another mutual friend that's coming down, and I've been friends with her quite a few years. But as far as another OU alumnus, those are my closest friends.